The Mick Donato Show starts now. Hey folks, how you doing there? Back with another episode of the Mick Donato Show. Of course, I'm Mick Donato. Here, my producer, Danny. Say hi,
Hey,
Danny.
I'm Danny.
And as you can see, a very special guest. We have Mr. Travis Rebello.
Hi, Mick.
Yeah,
How are you?
Yeah, you can say hi. It's okay. Travis, thanks so much for coming on. Great to have you here. And
Pleasure to be here.
more than just an interview, he's like a guest. We're just going to have a hang.
Excellent.
We're going to talk about some stuff. I got what we call in the business my show prep.
Okay.
Right? So I got some things, but who knows? We'll talk about whatever. Now, Travis, you're a fan
I
of
am.
the show.
Yep.
So tell the nice folks, where do they find the show?
I find the show on Facebook. I get my notifications that the new episode of the Mick Donato shows
you're a
up.
friend, right? You got to be a friend.
Yep,
So friend
absolutely.
me. Yeah, and Travis is good about sharing. But where is the show, located, Travis?
Online.
And do you know the website?
TheMickDonatoShow.com?
Yeah, you're really horrible at this.
Yeah, no, I'm not good
Yeah.
at all.
All right.
I warned you,
let me
though.
take over. So, the site is mickdonato.com. You go there, and apparently you don't know, but you can get. What are you doing?
Is it on the Mick Donato?
Yeah,
Right there?
it's-
Okay.
Might have been a bad idea, Danny.
That's a great
having
idea. This is
a
great.
sit-in guy. I don't know. Kid.
I warned you.
We're having fun. Where was? Oh yeah, mickdonato.com. There you can get all the shows. Right. You can check out info about the show. Buy some merch.
Merch.
No one's really doing that. Yeah, you got the shirt.
Represent
Mick Donato
today.
shirt. Great. And from there, you can link to what's the site you can link to, Travis? I'm really questioning if he watches the show, Danny.
Can I say it?
Yeah, can you say it, Danny?
It's Podbean.
Yeah, Podbean.
Podbean. Oh,
Podbean. There you can get their app, and you can just watch the show on your phone. Oh, you can download it, and it's right there. So
I usually click the link button on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's how
well,
I...
that works too. There's lots of ways to get the show. So, and Travis, if you don't know, is a firefighter.
I am.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. But as I always like to do, give my shout out to all the emergency responders, fire, of course, law enforcement, military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. I include you, Coast Guard. And, more recently, I'm including the Border Patrol.
Yeah.
Right? Customs, border, build that wall.
Yep.
Right? Keep it safe. By the way, I was thinking about this. You know how they call the police officers like the men and women in blue?
Yeah.
Like, Blue Lives Matter. All
Mhm.
that. What do they call firefighters?
They just
Because you suit you with a brown.
Yeah, they
You're
don't
the
really...
men and women in brown.
We're not like as needy as, say, the police. We kind of
Okay.
just go to work, do our job.
I
we're
go
good.
there, but
You know.
So we were talking about this on another episode because you guys, I'm sure you know, it's called the turnout gear.
Turnout gear, correct.
They call it bunker gear.
Yeah,
sometimes.
turnout gear, bunker gear. There's depending on where you're from.
But
there's
it's
different
brown.
terms.
So I wanted to bring Danny. Bring up. I sent you a couple clips. Bring up the one on the monitor there of a firefighter in turnout gear, and let's just see, what we're talking about, because it's really Danny. Not that. What are you doing?
I thought it was that.
What
way,
do you-
sure. Okay.
It's not you, Travis.
No, obviously not.
That's
No.
one.
All right, that's a better one. All right, so you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's turnout gear, right?
Yes. Well, and actually, the ones we wear in our city are black. So
Oh, they're black.
Yeah.
So you could be the men and women in black.
we could be.
Well, that's
could be,
pretty
but I
cool.
think that's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Men in black. What
Well,
have you.
men and women in black.
Well, men and women in black.
Hey,
might be
there's,
okay.
there's ladies on the fire service, right?
There are. We have.
There you go.
I want to say
Okay.
4 of them in our department right now.
4?
They do a fantastic job.
I'm sure they do.
Yep.
All right, Dan, take it down.
Okay.
Take it down. So I'm going to say men and women in blue and then men and women in black.
Sure.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better.
Anyways,
Absolutely.
let's get to know Travis a little bit. So, Travis, first of all, where you from, originally?
Originally, I'm from the city of New Bedford.
New Bedford.
Yep.
I'm from Fall River, of course.
Well, not Fall River. I was born in Fall River.
I'm
but-
saying that's where I'm from.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. New Bedford, and you don't live there now.
No, I moved out several years ago, just to one town over. I'm in Dartmouth. I believe you're familiar with it.
I am.
Yeah.
I did a job there. I'm working a job. We're just finishing up in Berkeley.
Berkeley. Yep.
Living in Swansea now, but
Yeah.
kind of been all over.
Swansea's a nice town.
But yeah, so clearly, oh,
Pleasure.
Danny.
Sorry.
Hit
think
the
I'm
sneeze
cool.
button next time. Anyways, where was I? I don't know. You clearly have lived in Mass your whole life.
For
Ever been out of Massachusetts?
I have. I lived in Hawaii for a couple of years.
Hawaii. Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
Don't want to go too far.
Yeah, it was a long plane ride. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, don't plan on going there. But you're married, of course, to the
I am.
lovely Jen.
Yep.
I say lovely. I've never actually met her. Assuming she's lovely. I don't just mean physically. I mean as a person. You know?
Yeah, she's she is.
Hey, Jen.
She was a catch.
Freak out.
So I definitely married up.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah.
I was married. Got divorced from that unholy wench. A few months ago.
Congratulations.
But yeah, well, it is what it is. Got a couple of kids. You guys have dogs too, right?
We do. We have 3 of them.
Yeah. Of course, Danny and Andy have Buddy.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
He's a pit bull. What kind of dogs do you have?
So we have...
You look like a pit bull guy.
No.
You actually look like a pit bull.
Really?
You, physically.
Really?
Yeah. Tough,
Huh. Interesting. So we have a Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua?
Yeah, Chihuahua mix.
Don't strike me as a Chihuahua guy. What do you think, Dan? Travis.
He was kind of a stray that
right.
showed up and never left. And then we have a cattle dog, Australian cattle dog.
All right, that's cool.
And we have a German Shepherd.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, good for you. Probably not as good as Buddy. Would you agree, Danny?
Yeah,
he's our
Buddy's
favorite.
the
But,
best.
dogs are great. And then, of course, you pulled up today on your new ride.
I did.
You just gotta. You want to tell the folks about your new ride?
Yeah. I found a pretty good deal on a motorcycle, so I purchased it and drove it
Is
home
it a
one
Harley?
day. What's that?
Is it a Harley?
It's an Indian.
Is it a hog?
No, I went with an Indian.
You ride a hog?
Nope, I did not buy a hog.
You ride an Indian.
I did. Yeah.
I think the correct term is Native American. That's what they say.
Yeah, I don't think it is
Yeah.
with this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna go with Indian.
That's what
it's
thought.
written on the bike, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, whatever. Racist.
Yeah, a little bit.
You like it though?
I do. It's a great bike. I purchased it and
Not a motorcycle person.
yeah.
Well, you obviously purchased it. You didn't steal it.
No, but when I bought it, I drove it home. I bought it one day, drove it home the next.
You rode
And that
it
was
home.
really
You
the
don't-
first
you don't
time-
drive a motorcycle.
Well, you kind of do, right?
I don't know.
What's the difference?
It's like you don't drive
Semantics.
a boat.
We're talking semantics, really.
Anyways.
But that was the first time my wife was advised that I had purchased a motorcycle.
Oh, now
So yeah. So that's
so
when I
she
say
found out
she's-
when you rolled up in the driveway.
Yeah.
Down in Dartmouth.
Yeah. So she was a little bit.
Sorry, Jen.
Yeah. Like I said, she's got a sense of humor, so
Let me ask you this.
we're in good shape now.
So you got the bike. Now, did you get one of those shirts that says, if you can, Danny, mute your headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, mute 'em.
All right.
If you can read this, the bitch fell off.
I don't have one yet.
Do you have that?
No, not yet. But it is on my to buy list. That's yeah.
All right, Dan, you can unmute.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Bobby, you can't hear me because
I don't know what that was about.
I don't know Jen very well. Just see it, Facebook.
Mhm.
Now she's from Southie,
She is.
so
Yeah.
I would guess she would be the type if you had that shirt. She would either own it, or
Yep.
she would kick the crap out of you.
Can go either way, really. I'm not sure how that one's gonna.
I would guess she would get a shirt that says, "If you can read this, it's cause I let him keep the bike. I didn't kick him out of the house."
I'm gonna guess she's gonna own that shirt one way or another.
That's what I
So
would think.
whether I buy the other one or not,
Well, good for you. Enjoy the bike. Nice day today too.
it's a very nice day.
It's like 70 degrees up
Yeah.
here.
I'm glad I had an opportunity to take it for a ride this morning.
Southeastern Mass. Windy though. We don't like the wind. You know that if you saw an earlier episode. But enough about the bike. Now you also are a business owner, or you have a business, right?
I do.
Tell us about that.
So I own a holster company. Used to be a lot busier with it, but because my other jobs, I've really kind of scaled it way back.
Yeah.
I just make stuff.
We're going
for
to talk
friends
about your
now.
other jobs, by the way. But what's the name of the? Let's plug the business.
Buzzards Bay Tactical is
Buzzards Bay Tact. You got a website?
We do.
Danny, go on the Google there.
Bring up the website?
Yeah. And Buzzards Bay Tactical. That's 2 Z's, Danny.
Okay, wait.
What are you doing? All right, there it is. There it is. Okay, there's your website. Buzzards Bay. Now, first of all, where's the name come from? Buzzards Bay Tag? That's kind of an interesting, because you don't live in Buzzards Bay.
Well, actually...
By the way, that's where Laurie works.
Oh, yeah.
Mark's wife.
Yeah.
Mass Maritime.
But Buzzards Bay is actually a village in Bourne, and
Yep.
Buzzards Bay is actually a body of water
folks.
that...
Sorry for other people watching overseas. Real local.
Yeah, a little
bit. But whatever. So continue, please.
Buzzards Bay is also a body of water, and that New Bedford resides on Buzzards Bay.
It's a bay.
So,
Yeah.
Yep. So that's where the name came from.
By the way, do you know what they call Massachusetts?
A state?
Yes. But what's the nickname?
I got
it's
a few
in the name of
Danny's.
your site there. It's the Bay State.
Bay State, yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay, so at least you learned that. So let's look at the site. You got Buzzards Bay Tactical. So what are we looking at there? You got it's pretty cool. It's like American flag. What is that?
That's a holster for, I believe that was a Glock 19
A Glock.
and mag carrier.
All right, and
Double
those are
mag
of
carrier.
course guns. If you
Mhm,
don't know, pistols. Scroll down there, Danny.
All right.
See what else we got there. Yeah. So holsters. That's pretty much what you sell. Holsters.
Holsters, accessory holders, tourniquet holders.
You sell guns.
No, I do not sell
You do
guns.
not sell guns. Go up, Danny.
Don't
Go
go
top. Go to the top. The top, Danny. Oh no, go down. What's that? We offer a discount to current and former military. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Please contact us prior to placing. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well,
You
my
support-
daughter's in the Navy right now. So,
Is that right?
so I try to support everyone in uniform.
Go Travis's daughter. And as you know, I support all the military.
Yep.
Was never in myself, but big supporter.
Yeah.
So God bless you for taking care. What do you give them? Like 30%, 40%?
Something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Something like that.
All right. Scroll back up, Danny.
top.
That's good. So yeah, so they can go there. Yeah, you can take it down. Take it down. Take it down, Danny. All right. So buzzardsbaytactical.com.
Yeah.
To get your holsters, and you guys you make them to order. Right?
We do, and like I said, with the other jobs, I've pretty much scaled back to where it's just friends and
How many
family.
employees you have there?
Including myself?
Yeah.
One.
So you're the guy.
Yeah.
Did you make
My
the
son.
website?
My son comes in when we're real busy.
Did you make the website?
Yeah.
The webmaster.
I did.
Look at that, Danny.
I did.
Wow.
This guy's a Renaissance man. Jeez.
Well, I struggled through it. There were a lot of online tutorials.
Yeah, well. Yeah, if you need help, you know who to call.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Danny.
Danny.
Yeah.
Danny does all the
Yeah.
website
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Danny's gonna be my
Sure.
go-to guy.
He's
I think.
amazing.
Hey.
These kids, you know.
Yeah.
It's second nature. But you're obviously a big supporter of the Second Amendment.
I am.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Why?
It's just something I was brought up with.
All right.
When I was young, my stepdad
Okay.
always used to bring me out shooting. It was something I've always enjoyed. It was something that we just grew up doing.
That's pretty cool.
It was, and it's how I kind of spent time with him. And then as I started having kids, it was something that I've been doing with my kids as well.
Yeah. So you started having kids. You think I got to have a gun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gotta be careful. Those kids can get out of control.
Now, I don't own a gun.
Mhm.
Mark doesn't. I think, Mark grew up in West Virginia, so I think he grew up around guns.
I would think,
You
yeah.
know. And do you hunt?
I used
It's
to.
more like-
I used to do some pheasant and quail hunting,
All right.
but I haven't done that in many years.
You ever shoot a muzzle loader?
A couple of times I have.
Those are pretty cool.
They're very
It's
cool.
what they used, Danny, back in the they say the olden days.
The olden days.
You know, where they load it from the end, pack it
Yeah.
down in there.
Yeah.
Oh, powerful. How would a guy like me go about getting a gun?
So the first thing you would have to do is find an
Just
instructor.
start from scratch. I've never had a gun. I have
Mhm.
no idea what I'm doing. I want to do it the right way. Explain to the folks, what do I do?
So the first thing I would do is find a good instructor.
All right.
Find a guy that's willing to take the time to actually take it to the range, give you your safety briefings, give you your safety classes. And, Massachusetts requires, I believe it's a 4-hour safety class to apply for your license.
All right. So
But you-
I'm going to guess here. Who would you recommend as a good instructor?
There are several good instructors, but because you're a friend of mine, I would be happy to do it for
That's
you.
my point. You obviously you teach classes.
I do.
All right. So
And
it's
again,
a plug.
mostly
This
for
is what we
friends.
call in the business a plug, right?
Yeah.
So go to Travis's place there and learn how to shoot a gun and how to not just shoot a gun, but handle it properly. It's all
Handle
about
a gun.
safety.
But I also like to make sure people actually have range time. I like to.
Yeah, you got to practice.
Yeah,
Everything
absolutely.
else, right?
So
Is Massachusetts a concealed carry state?
Yeah,
I
actually
don't
it
know.
is.
Okay.
You apply for your license to carry, and actually most people would be carrying concealed. You
Okay.
can open carry in the state, but it's generally not recommended.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah,
This isn't Texas. For
not a
God's
good
sake.
idea.
But what's it take to get a conceal? Do you conceal carry?
I can conceal.
You can. All right. You're packing now?
Not as far as you know.
Okay. Ooh, Danny, be careful. We don't know. He could have a Glock 47, whatever,
I could.
under there, one of his special holsters. But
Zorks.
look, I'm kind of joking around, but in all seriousness, it's great what you do.
Thank
Because
you.
you're all about doing it right, doing it safe, letter of the law, right? And I agree.
Well, I believe it's important. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot of bad press out there among about firearms these days,
Yeah.
and you really try and set a standard, set a good example with it.
Yeah, it's
So,
important.
yep.
Yeah, it's important. So God bless you for that. And you can have my gun when you pry it from my, what was it, Danny? My
Pry it from
dead.
your fingers.
Cold dead hands.
cold dead hands. That was Clint Eastwood said that.
Um,
So let's move on.
Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Now,
Well, actually, before we move on,
Yeah, sure.
Can I expect to see you in a class? at some point?
I'm a busy guy.
Yeah, I understand.
I'd
I understand.
love to.
Okay.
Maybe if we do that, we'll do some footage.
Okay.
And again, just to show on the show how it's done right.
Be happy to have you guys out. for
I
that.
just want that 30% discount. That.
Well, I mean-
even though I'm not military, I support them.
Well, it was military and first responder, and you guys with certain things that you do, reach back, what have you.
I feel that light's really bright on me, Danny.
You think so?
Got a lot of glare.
With what Mark does would be your first responder stuff. So
And Mark is never here though. You know where he is now?
well,
He's in California.
really good.
Yeah,
for him.
he's all over the place.
But I would transfer that discount from Mark to you.
I appreciate it.
So friends and family.
Let's make it a date, Danny. Can Danny come?
Absolutely,
You and Andy?
Oh.
absolutely. And actually, I'd prefer it. I'd bring my boys out and
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do that. We're going to go
It'd be a
learn
good
about
time.
gun safety
Okay.
and how to properly own and handle a gun. And I would probably get a Derringer. That's what I would get. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe a
you
Glock.
seem like a Derringer guy to
Maybe
me.
a Glock.
More a Derringer guy to me.
Maybe AR-15. That would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
All right. So enough about guns, but good stuff. I want to talk about what you do for a living, right?
Yes.
Your actual job. So you are with the Massachusetts, let me get this right, Department of Fire Services,
Yes.
Hazardous Material Agency or whatever.
Response division.
Response Division. All right. And as I understand, just talking to Mark, but I want to learn more,
Mhm.
teach the folks, because we have folks all over the country watching. In Massachusetts, they do that by districts,
Correct.
right?
There.
So can you explain kind of how that's set up in Massachusetts, how they manage the hazmat by districts?
Absolutely. So, none of our technicians are full-time. We're all full-time firefighters, and we go on loan to the state if a call comes in. There are 270 of us statewide, divided into 6
All right,
districts.
I wish I hadn't asked this. This is boring. How many districts are there? Let's
6.
just cut to the chase. By the way, which district are we in?
We are in District 1.
And look at this, Danny.
What?
Can you see?
Uh,
Can you see it?
District 1.
I'm District
Hazmat
1.
Team.
Yeah, way to represent.
Yeah, representing
Nice.
District 1. 508.
I was wondering why you weren't wearing a Fentanyl shirt.
That's what they
I guess
say,
that's
you know.
why.
I'm just a little confused how you get the shirt.
It's from Mark.
I'm gonna have to call a guy about that.
Mark gave me it.
I'm not sure you're supposed to have those.
Because, I don't know.
We'll look
I'm
into
trying
that
to
later.
represent. But, all right, so we have the districts. I get that. And you're in District 1, obviously, and there's 6 of them,
Correct.
right? So you go all over the state.
We do.
There's like 300 of you.
270.
Four of them are women. And,
No. There's several more women on
You
the
said there
state
were 4.
teams. That's the city of New Bedford.
Oh, New Bedford. Okay.
Try and keep up.
So you
Maybe
do have
we'll
some
take
ladies. God bless them. But you still are a firefighter.
I am.
All right. So what's it like putting out a fire?
Taught.
You ever get injured? What's the worst injury you ever had putting out a fire? You ever like break a limb?
No, I
Dislocate a
actually
shoulder,
I fell off a ladder.
rupture a spleen.
No ruptured spleens. But I did fall off a ladder. I did get banged up a little bit on that. I was out of work for a couple of weeks.
So you got banged up a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. All right. Hoping for something a little more, but
No, that's all I got. I'm sorry.
anyways,
maybe next time I got.
let's go back to hazmat.
Sure.
But what you see some cool stuff around the state. What's kind of tell us what's the most interesting? I don't know, most hazardous sort of thing you've done. Hazmat.
Well,
Yes.
we do a lot with the Mass State Police Bomb Squad, and that's some stuff with
Do
that's
that
pretty
Danny Bomb
interesting.
Squad.
Whoa.
Yeah, blowing stuff up.
We work with them extensively, and a lot of the stuff we do with them is pretty interesting.
All right. But any particular calls that you can talk about? Like you got called to do this thing.
So recently we had a
leaking,
call.
VX gas, whatever. I don't know.
Well, we actually had sulfur mustard in New Bedford.
Mustard.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
A boat was fishing. They were a clam dragger.
Ooh.
They were dragging the ocean bottom and dragged up some warheads. One of them that opened up contained sulfur mustard.
Sulfur mustard.
Yeah, like
But it
mustard
stinks,
gas.
huh? Yeah. All
So
right.
that was pretty interesting.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
And that was down in New Bedford, you said?
Yep, in 2010.
So apparently there's chemical warfare agents in New Bedford.
Well, it's actually out to sea where they were fishing, but yeah,
Yeah.
it showed up there.
Bottom line, Danny, don't go swimming down New Bedford.
Well, for many
You
reasons,
don't
not
want to do
just
that.
that.
Well, yeah,
There's a lot of
for a
reasons
lot of
why you
other
want to stay out of
reasons,
the water in Bedford.
This is why I like pools better.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
good idea.
Yeah, and the other thing that Mark tells me is that big problem you guys have here is the fentanyl.
Yeah, it's a big problem statewide right now.
If you don't know, fentanyl is it's a drug. It's what they put you to sleep with if you're going in for brain surgery. Some idiots like to take it to get high, and apparently if you take a little too much, lights out.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's bad stuff. Bad stuff.
So Dan, I've told Danny, don't take the any pills.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
Don't take the fentanyl.
Yeah.
Zoink Scoob.
You're better off doing cocaine, Danny.
Well,
What?
that's not necessarily true because we actually have found cocaine cut with some fentanyl.
Is that right?
Yeah, we have. So
Why would you put fentanyl in cocaine?
I don't know the rationale behind it, but I do know that
why do these
drugs
people
are
do
bad.
anything they do? Yeah,
I'm just gonna stick to my ADHD prescription.
do that, Danny. And we've talked about this. I'm kind of joking, but yeah, only take a pill if a doctor says you should take this pill, and even then, only take what the doctor says you should take.
Absolutely.
Don't take more. So,
Because actually, we have found a lot of counterfeit pills in the state.
oh yeah,
Especially Xanax.
ooh, Xanax.
And your brother Mock's machines that they manufacture have helped us identify those.
Well, he's not my brother. He's my friend.
Your friend.
Yeah, I know it's not clear, but apparently they do.
Yeah.
And
They work
actually,
really well.
there was a that was on the news recently.
Yes.
And Danny, now you brought it up, I actually this wasn't fentanyl, but I sent you a link to a clip.
Yep.
This is number 4.
Number 4.
Bring that one up. Yeah, that one, because
On the news?
yeah, this was on the news.
Okay.
This was up in, I think, Spencer, Mass.
It's taking a while to load.
I don't know what Spencer is. Is it coming up, Danny?
Yeah, it's just loading.
You know what
It's
Spencer
kinda
is?
Slow.
Somewhere
What district
around
is that?
Mass Pike. I believe that's District 3.
So that's not you.
No.
Danny, can you just play the clip already?
It's loading. Okay, it's taking a long.
We got this
time.
new computer, but
Alright, well, I'm gonna play it now.
there it is. Ooh, 7 News. This was Danny. What are you doing?
And 7 News now turning to a substance scare
Danny,
in
it's
very
Springfield.
play.
Traffic stop
Very
lands a
slow.
man behind bars
Alright.
after police say the driver
So there's that guy.
was high on
I love it how
meth.
they cover
3
the head.
officers were rushed to the hospital after they were
Look at that guy.
exposed to the drug.
He looks like a
Investigators
meth
say the
He does.
suspect offered a very strange
Substance scare.
story when they questioned
She's
him.
cute, though, huh?
7's John Coco
Well,
with more.
I don't
You
want
can say it.
I'm married, so I
Police
don't.
say
I
don't
this
comment on
is
these things.
48-year-old Scott Yerger. Last
Yeah.
night, he was pulled over at around.
This
8.
was what, a couple weeks ago?
Second call.
You know that guy?
I don't.
In the fact that
Cop?
he was driving with
No.
the door open to the
God bless the cops.
Police
Yes.
say once stopped,
And
a
firemen.
white powdery substance was found
women.
inside his car. They also
see that bag
said
there?
Yerger was
Yeah, you
acting
see that a lot,
oddly
huh?
with a wild,
They call that a dime
ever-changing
bag,
story.
He said
I
that
think,
there was
right?
conspiracy by the
I-
government.
yeah.
He made a lot of irrational.
So this guy,
different statements
basically,
about
if I remember the
vehicle,
story, he was driving
that
down the
in fact
road.
weren't true.
Yerger,
And,
a CBS employee,
had his
appearing in
door
court
open.
Today. According to
Like I
details
said, he
released
was
there, It was
talking out of his head. There's the
determined
bag.
Husband and father from New Jersey
And
had
Mark's,
methamphetamine
there it is.
and
There it is.
cocaine on him.
See that?
Yep.
That was your dad.
That was
His company's thing.
That was the night of
He said, "Hey, it's meth."
thing.
Yeah, and that was the state hazmat team
Later
machine.
that night, 3
Hey.
officers
That's one of our
Watch
guys
this,
right
watch
there.
this, watch it. There it is.
headed.
There, you know that guy?
I do.
Same issue.
He's carrying. Who is that guy?
That's Bob Lundgren.
Bob Lundgren. Not that guy. The guy
No,
was
no, the guy carrying the machine.
The officers
Go ahead and
later
take it
were
down.
taken
Here.
to the
By the way,
hospital.
there's the guys in
Police
the
department
turnout.
was then secured by the fire department.
Yeah,
Some
take
were
it down,
in full
Danny. Take it
protective
down.
gear.
Take
Take it
What they
down,
may have
Danny.
been
Taking it
exposed
down.
to. You're
It's a
All
very
right.
slow computer.
Couple of things. So first of all, we saw the guys in the turnout gear.
We did.
So that's what you go in. That's your protection when you go to these drug calls.
No, that's
The other
actually
thing I want to point out, that guy Bob
Mm.
Lundgren, you said?
Lundgren. Yeah,
He was like in a sweater.
yeah. He wasn't going downrange. So
Ooh, downrange. It's a new term, Danny.
yeah, new term.
Yeah, we're learning.
So Bob wasn't going
Downrange,
to get in
if you
contact.
don't know,
with
is that's where the bad stuff is.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trey.
So yeah, Bob was prepping the meat as he was getting stuff
God
ready
bless
for
you,
other
Bob.
guys to go downrange. And the guys in the
Prepping the
turnout
meat
gear,
is-
those were the first responders that showed up.
Yep.
And that's how firemen show up. That's our protective gear.
Yeah.
When they find something that requires more protection, that's when they'll either change their dress or call in specialists.
All right. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what would you say? You weren't there,
No, I was not there.
but the guy or gal who tested the meth,
Mhm.
How would they be? What would they wear? Gloves? What would they have on? 'Cause they
So-
don't know. It could be meth. It could be fentanyl. It could be, I don't know. What could it be, Danny? It could be cereal.
Correct. So we consider that an
Apple
unknown
Jack.
white powder.
Pez.
And when we have an unknown white powder, I mean, it could be a biological, it could be chemical.
Ooh, that's
could
another
be-
thing, Danny. Biological. All
Oh,
kinds of stuff.
What?
How do you
Yeah,
guys
it's all
do
bad
it?
stuff out there.
I'm sorry.
I-
Go ahead.
Bad-
But
bad
how would you be suited up?
So for something like that, we're going to have a full chemical protective suit on, SCBA,
Yeah.
breathing protection on, gloves. Multiple
SCBA, if
sets.
you don't know, Danny, that's like scuba.
scuba.
You know what scuba is?
Yeah, I know what scuba is.
That's the same thing. That's what they wear when they go scuba diving.
Well, yes.
You can breathe.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so you're all suited up.
Yes, we will suit up
Yeah.
to make sure we are well
And then
protected.
it comes up and says, hey, it's meth. You're like, whew, meth. Thank God. It's
Yeah.
not, fentanyl.
Meth is a pretty easy one to deal with.
Yeah.
As long as it's not actively
Then you
cooking.
basically take the bag, put it in your pocket, go home and say, yeah,
Well, probably not. I probably wouldn't do that.
make it a Friday.
Well, yeah, that's drug testing, what have you, is not a good idea. So we don't do that.
That light is really bright on me, Danny. I don't know.
Hey, I'll fix it later.
We'll take it out in post, as they say in the business. Tan over here. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Speaking of protective gear,
Yes, sir.
and we're learning a lot. This is great.
Oh, good.
Really
I'm
learning
glad.
a lot.
I'm glad.
But the other video I saw on the Facebook, because that's you're on the Facebook, right?
I am.
Was pretty cool.
Yep.
You've probably seen this, but I wanted to bring it up. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's just play it, Danny. It's
right.
number 3. Bring it up there.
Got it.
And because this is a whole other level.
Okay.
Can you push play, Danny?
I did. It's just loading a long time because
It's-
the computer's.
We're looking at a blank screen, Danny.
Yeah, we'll see the little circle thing by the cursor. That means it's loading.
What kind of computer is this? Is this from like 1984?
Probably is.
Jeez, Danny. It's
Oh,
tiny. Make it bigger.
I can't. I'm gonna do that.
Hey, Danny, have you ever considered unionizing?
All right. Here we go. All right. So look at this. It's a real baby. Have you seen this one?
I have not.
This guy. Now, what kind of suit is that guy in?
That looks like it would be a level B encapsulated suit.
Level B.
Or perhaps level A. It's hard to
Level
tell.
A. Now, watch this. He's going to change a baby's diaper.
Yeah.
That's a real baby. It's not a doll. Now, what's that thing in his hand?
That looked like he had a gas meter.
Okay, so what's he doing there? He's like saying, is any nasty gas here? Which I'm sure the
monitoring
is.
the air.
That's what a baby's diaper.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess there's probably something not good
Now,
there.
what's he doing there? Looks like he's choking himself.
So what he's doing is reaching for the switch for his radio.
Oh, all right. So then he can talk back to the other guys.
Yep.
If this was a real incident. All right, take it down, Tim. So I thought that was cool.
Yes. Yep. very
Trying to change a baby's diaper in that, what do you call it, level A?
level A or level B.
Level B?
Yep.
They call them the spacesuits, Danny. Probably seen it on the movies. But basically, you're completely protected.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And the difference between a level A and a level B is actually just the suit is sealed.
Oh, okay.
There is-
People learning something, Danny. I bet that would be tough, though.
They're a little difficult to
baby's
work in.
diaper.
Yeah.
Change your baby's diaper though in one.
You lose a lot of manual dexterity in the suits.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big word. You know what that means, Danny?
I know what it means.
What's that? What's it mean? Dexterity.
Like.
Kids in the 7th grade. Going to private school doesn't know what it means. Anyway,
we need to really talk about unionizing you, Danny. Get a little representation.
You and Lobby,
good for you.
you're state employees.
What's that?
Of course, I'm union too. Yeah. Just not a state employee. Yeah.
Does it mean like
Carpenter.
mobility?
I hear you do good work though.
I do. I'm a framer.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's a pretty good job.
Yep.
Where was I? So yeah, have you been in one of those suits though?
I have
Big
many
blue
times.
suit?
Many times.
Bet it's not fun.
It's
fun.
interesting. It's interesting because if you're in the suit, there's a reason for it usually. So
Yeah.
you know,
Well, anyways, I'd like to get in one of those suits to see what it's like.
absolutely. Come on by one day. Actually, there's a new fire academy opening around the corner here, so we'll be right next.
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
down near the prison there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're welcome to come by one day when we're there. And
Speaking of guns, because sometimes I hang out with Mark
Mhm.
out on the back deck, and you can hear them doing the what do you call the firing range.
yes,
You get gunfire.
yeah,
They're practicing.
yeah, they have a nice
I
little
hope they're
range there.
practicing. They're not gunning down some escapees.
No, I took a class out there, and they have
Headed
a
to
nice
Mark's house.
range.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, very much.
Let's talk a little bit about chemistry. So hazmat's all about chemistry, right?
Yeah.
You like the chemistry?
I get through the chemistry.
Good. You know who's a chemist besides Mark?
Mark's wife.
His wife, and
Yeah.
you know she wrote a book.
As a matter of fact, I have that book.
You do have the book.
I do.
Good for you.
Yep.
You're one of the few because I know Mark and Larry. Look, they're paying for private school. They need
I
some more-
understand.
They
Yeah.
need some more revenue
Yeah.
on that. But she wrote it with this guy. What's his? Is it
Toby?
Alejandro? Yeah.
Bevilacqua?
He calls himself Toby. I have no idea where he got Toby from Alejandro, but
Armando.
I'm going to try to get him on the show
I think you would make an excellent guest.
because he seems like a great guy. But they
Yep.
wrote the book, so yeah, you like the book? What's your favorite part?
It's all good.
You haven't read the book.
I have
You haven't
read
read the book. All right.
I have. I've been through the book. It's
All right.
it's a science book. So
Yeah, it's for guys like you.
hazardous materials chemistry. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Now, speaking of hazmat, a guy we had on the show on Skype,
Mm-hmm.
you might know Bobby Salverson.
I do. Yeah.
You know Bobby?
Yep. Talks a
Good
little funny. Yeah.
Good guy. Yeah, he's from New York, FDNY. But they have the show Hazmat Guys.
Yep.
If you watch it,
I do.
But,
It's a good show.
or
Well, I listen. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
listen.
watch shows.
They don't do
listen to
video.
all of them.
Bobby and Mike haven't come into the video age yet, like we have.
Yeah.
Probably for the better, because if you've seen Bobby and Mike,
Well,
but
they try.
so
They try.
easy question for you. So we talked about state of Mass, FDNY. Who's better?
We are.
FDNY, a state of Mass.
We are.
Yeah, right answer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No question.
Sure,
Not
FDNY
even
does a
close.
fine job. God
for
bless
what
them.
for
But,
what they have, they're a little limited by talent, but yeah, they're good.
Gotta support the state of Mass.
Absolutely.
All right, good stuff here. We're going to wrap up here in a little bit, but something we like to do, kind of fun, with all our guests, is a little segment. And actually, we have some production, Danny, that we're going to do for a little game we like to call What is Your Favorite Sandwich?
Oh, this game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Go right.
Yeah.
And now it's time for What's Your Favorite Sandwich? With your host, Mick Donato.
All right, so that's the production. So, Travis, how this works is you got to think hard.
Okay.
And Danny, do you have a piece of paper?
I have the script.
You know what? You can just say it.
I'm just gonna flip over the
You,
script.
you can just say it. You don't even have to write it.
Do
down.
I don't even.
'cause,
I don't even
I
have
forgot to
some
give you a pen.
to write yet.
All right, enough time there. So think about it, and then what you're going to do is say what your favorite sandwich is, and we'll see if Danny gets it right. So, all right.
Okay.
So, Travis, what is your favorite
Should
sandwich?
I like leave the room or something so I can't hear it?
Yeah, just mute your, plug your ear, mute your headphones. All right, he's muted. All right, go ahead, Travis.
My favorite sandwich is a chicken parmesan.
chicken parm.
Yeah.
Good Italian.
I like chicken parmesan.
All right, Danny, unmute.
Okay, alright.
So, what is Travis's favorite sandwich?
Travis's favorite sandwich is freedom sandwich.
the freedom sandwich.
That sounds like a good sandwich, though.
He comes up with these things. So obviously,
Seems like a sandwich I would enjoy, though.
So Travis, you got it wrong. You lost the game.
Yeah.
But it's something you like to do.
His favorite sandwich is freedom.
We're going to try to formalize that a bit more, a little production. So, pretty cool stuff. A couple more things. Now, I don't know if I can say this, but
Sound it out.
we've been texting. Now, you guys do this annual conference in Plymouth,
We do.
a training conference.
Yes.
You're in charge of that, right?
No, I am.
You can say it.
There's a lot of people that work with
Jeez,
it.
Danny,
Jack
hit the
McCarthy.
button.
God bless you.
Hit the sneeze button.
I'm just
Guest is talking here.
Jack McCarthy and myself do a lot of the work with it.
Well, you do the work.
Well, and Jack.
I'm sure Jack does his fair share.
Yeah, Jack does a lot.
But
And so does my wife.
there was
does a
a
lot.
chance, maybe. You want to say it?
What's that?
That the show might be doing something there.
Yeah, of course. We'd be happy to have you.
Yeah, so there might be. That's in September. That's
It
a
is.
ways off. But
It is.
we might be doing something with the Mick Donato show at the state conference in Plymouth. Problem is, Danny has to be there,
Yeah, absolutely.
and the show. Well, the conference is during the day,
It is.
and
Oh,
Danny
no.
has what they call school.
Yeah.
School.
So you might have to play hooky sometime. We'll see. That should be fun.
But you know what? We do offer a lot of classes during the day that, I think Danny could sit in and
Technically,
maybe
he
that'd
could
be
be
acceptable.
learning something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So yeah,
So
get
it
extra
would be
credit. So, anyways, a lot of fun. Anything else you want to just bring up, talk about before we wrap up the show?
No, I think you covered everything.
You want to plug your business there? Where is it?
Well, we are located in New Bedford, Mass. But again, we've really
You
reduced
got
a
to
lot
give
of
the
what we do.
website, Travis.
Well, we've reduced a lot of what we do, mainly friends and family kind of stuff.
Apparently, doesn't want to plug the business.
Yeah, I'm
I'm going to say it. Buzzards Bay Tackle. If nothing else, go there just to see what they got. Don't buy anything because they don't want to make it.
Yeah,
They're too
I don't
busy.
have time really.
But you can go
So,
there and just see what they got. And nothing else, you can say, see if they support military.
If you really need something, contact me. I can still make stuff, but
So
like I said,
Travis's
limited
personal
basis.
phone number is no, I'm not going to do that. We have people worldwide watching the show.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
all
do
all
that.
5 of them. Yeah.
Anyways, we got to wrap up. Travis is a busy guy. He's got to get home and polish his hog. Your bike.
Yeah, no, I
He's got to whack.
I know what you meant
clean
there,
and
yeah.
wax the bike.
I gotcha.
With Jen. So he's got a busy guy. You can catch all the Mick Donato show episodes on the website. What is it?
McDonato.com.
MickDonato.com. Go there, buy some merch, check out info about the show. And from there, you can link to Danny?
Podbean.
Podbean.com. Download the app. Download shows on your phone. And again, thanks to all the emergency responders, fire, the men and women in black, brown, law enforcement, military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Border, getting as bad as you, Border Patrol, Customs, build that wall. Danny, any last thoughts before we wrap up?
No.
You would think you'd have things prepared. Because
You know
I was
what?
asking this, but
Danny is the glue that holds the show together.
yeah,
I
you
gotta be
don't
honest.
Thank
say
you.
that, but I don't know. I question sometimes. Anything you want to say, Danny?
Don't beat.
He's a great kid. Love to have him. Great producer. Folks, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.
This has been the Mick Donato Show.